Hello. The Save Sims Creek Committee would like to highlight issues with the height variance request for development on the property at 1650 Galerno and 0 Alder Street in Campbell River. Currently, this is a heavily wooded area. Salmon-bearing Sims Creek runs along the south end of the property. This urban forest is a wildlife corridor as it connects through the Sportsplex Greenway to the Beaver Lodge lands. It provides fish spawning habitat, homes for many birds and animals, is a natural carbon sink, and contributes to keeping the neighborhood cool in warm weather. It is also a giant sponge, receiving both surface and groundwater from higher elevations, storing it in wetlands, and releasing it into the creek in dry weather. It is unfortunately zoned as residential multifamily 1. West Urban Development has proposed building 3 apartment buildings with 200 rental units and 300 parking spaces on this property. The southern third of the property is a protected riparian zone, so the apartments would be clustered in the northern section. West Urban's height variance application states that the RM1 zoning permits approximately 3 stories or 10 meters in height, and the application proposes 4 stories or 16 meters in height. In fact, the bylaw in defining RM1 says it typically is 1 and 2 story patio homes and townhouses. It may also include lower profile apartment style complexes. The next level of zoning, RM2, is described in the bylaw as low to medium rise residences, a medium to high density designation. RM2 provides typically 2 to 4 stories, townhouses or apartment buildings. This better describes the West Urban application. The maximum allowable height in RM2 is 15 meters. West Urban's proposed buildings at 16 meters exceed both the RM1 and RM2 height maximums. There is no precedent for allowing a 4-story building with 2 levels of underground parking in an RM1 zone. We have researched RM1 zoned properties in Campbell River South and have documented them here with original photos or real estate listings. Of the more than 30 such properties, only 3 have 3-story buildings, and in each of these cases, it is 1 level of parking and a 2-story townhouse. Sims Creek is already under serious threat, and the salmon population might not survive if large-scale development is allowed in this last urban forest area. Campbell River's official community plan calls for modest multifamily residential development and the majority of new single detached and townhouse residential growth in existing residential neighborhoods. The official community plan also says streams, rivers, estuary, and marine areas are protected or enhanced and celebrated as prime community assets. This is a recurring theme throughout the document. The wetlands on this property have been completely ignored in the development plans and need to be preserved for the health of Sims Creek. To better relate to the scale of the proposed development, next time you drive into Willow Point, take note of West Urban's imposing new building at the corner of Old Island Highway and Hilchey. It also is 4 stories. Now imagine 3 of these crammed in between Alder and Galerno along Sims Creek. Please help send a strong message to City Hall that using a height variance request to do an end run around zoning regulations is completely unacceptable. Voter input is critical to save Sims Creek, and we believe it is worth saving. The time to take action is right now.